Hi everyone, this is Chris, and I want to show you my blank revolver or signal revolver RG56 by Röhm, and on the box it says Le Petit, and that's French and means the small, because it's a small gun. And 56, like I said. And the thing with the model numbers, at least with the revolvers made by Röhm, is that the last digit would state what caliber the gun is. And this is a 6, so it's a 6mm gun. And there's another version of this gun that's called the 59, and that's in 9mm. So let's open up the package. And here you have some safety notes. And then it says not available in the USA and Canada, so sorry about that. But that's an original Röhm gun, and Röhm is now owned by Umarex, so maybe that's going to change. I don't know. Operating instructions, the parts list, quite nice. Then a brush for cleaning. And then we have the flare adapter. And when I've got this gun, the first thing I noticed that the bore in there is really big, and there are no relief holes here on the outside. And with all the 9mm guns, you get the flare adapter like this, that has relief holes, and the bore in the middle is really, really small, as you see. And they do this so that the pressure that actually hits the flare or the firework that you put in there is about the same with every caliber you use. So this one all directly goes to the flare, and here the pressure would go outside for the most part. Okay, now we have the gun. That's it. And what I also noticed is that there are no marks of test firing here, because 6mm guns don't need to be test fired. I thought that would be interesting. And it's a neat little gun. And if you want to celebrate New Year's Eve with fireworks shot from a blank gun, it's a cheap way to do this. Because, like I said, it doesn't really matter what caliber you use, and the 6mm ammunition is really cheap. And also, if you are with other people, they will thank you for not using a very loud ammunition. So that's okay. I mean, you can wear hearing protection yourself, but if you have friends standing next to you and they don't wear protection, that sucks. But with a 6mm gun, it's okay. I wouldn't recommend to use 6mm for self-defense, because the cartridge is so small. The amount of gas that can go in there, tear gas or pepper, is just so small, and there's not enough pressure to push the cloud of gas really far. So you don't have much range with this. But just for a bit shooting or firing fireworks, it's okay. And I want to show you the ammunition. This is a 9mm PA for your standard self-loading pistol. And this is the revolver ammunition, 9mm R. And this happens to be black powder, but there's no difference in the cartridge size. And these are both boxes of 50, like you can see. And this is the 6mm, and that's the box of 100. And these are about €6, I think, for 100 shots. And I don't really know. I think for 50 of the normal revolver ammunition you pay like €8 or €9. So and this is a 7-shot gun, which is not very much, I think, considering that the other Röhm revolvers are 9mm and have 6 shots. It's only one more with such a tiny cartridge. And if you use the gun for fireworks, I suggest you try to get a small pistol like the RG300 that I showed in my gun collection video, because that fires the cheap 6mm ammunition too, but has a 10-shot magazine, and you can get spare magazines for it, so reloading would be a lot easier. And another thing I want to show you, if my light works, battery dying. There's the barrel blockade, or barricade, or however you call it. It's not too bad, just a piece of metal there. They are there to prevent people from trying to modify the guns to fire live ammunition, which seems to be happening still quite a lot, because the regulations on this get harder and harder, and I guess that's why the guns get weaker and weaker, at least here in Germany. But the Röhm guns are okay. The only thing I've heard about this model is that the cylinder crane is a bit weak and that it can break, so you should not try to close this Dirty Harry style. Just push it in. And show you what it looks like with the flare adapter on. It's okay. Oh, and also this doesn't have a set screw here. The bigger Röhm revolvers have a set screw, so you can retighten the crane play if it gets loose, and you can do this with this small gun. Anyway, I think it's a good, nice gun. Loading with the small things is a bit of a pain. We have one in the chamber now, or in the cylinder. Man, that was loud. Well, they're not as loud as the 9mm, but they're still loud. Anyway, it's a nice gun, I think. Small and cheap to shoot. It only comes in black, as far as I know of. Oh, this is the Röhm website, and that's the new version. It's a bit different. I don't know if you can see it. But, well, that's it. Röhm RG56. Thanks and bye.